Thank you. Oh, hi, sweetheart.
Hello, honey.
Nice view on our private terrace. Kids, out of mommy and daddy's room, please. It is not.
Rejected.
It is not. You guys are next door.
No, we're not. Mom, I found you last swimming pool. Good job, Grandma. You did a really good job. And also, we made it to Mexico and we have a really good view.
These boats were created to have fun in that place. So that's where we're going. Okay? We're going to take a boat. So we're going to go through those canals, through the original canals, original islands, and see that lake. Unfortunately, axolotls are being on extinction right now because some decades ago, some people had the idea to go and take tilapias to that place. They thought it was a good idea, no? Because people could feed them.
Okay, so almost 20 million index.
A little bit more than 20 million people. Like 22 million people. 6.3 millions of cars moving every day in the city.
Yeah.
Wow. That's cool. Shouldn't the blood be rushing to their head?
Probably so.
It's slowly getting lower.
More here inside of the canal of the water.
Why? What do you see?
Because there's this fish who's hunting this animal. So unfortunately, if there's an axolotl going here, they're really gonna be eaten by them.
Una canción con Mariachi. Le doy precio, joven.
La Lorona, what is it?
A la Llorona.
Yeah.
Hace un tiempo seguía una
Food for them, I think.
This is an axolotl as well? Wow. Look how big that is.
Oh, pink one. Axolotl from Mexico. An axolotl is a salamander. It only lives in 2 lakes in Mexico City. It used to live in a bunch of canals, but they put like some type of fish in there that ate them all. So now they only live in farms and 2 lakes. And they're endangered.
And they live right here.
Yeah, that's it is. Oh, did it disappear? I wasn't there before. It changes.
We're not doing it anymore
Yeah.
because we're seeking fastly the city. So right now, we are surrounded by mountains. So behind those mountains, there are natural dams or dams made by, especially for get water. So right now, all that area is site inspection. So I met the buildings
Yeah.
with some
I know what it is.
Do you like them, Farrah?
I thought it was gonna be like a bracelet.
How are you enjoying your meal, Emery? Are you enjoying your stay?
Yeah. It's the best hotel I've been to. I wasn't gonna give you any. Huh? I wasn't gonna give you any anyways.
How did you sleep last night, Emery?
Good, Daddy.
Okay. Are you excited for today?
Yes, I love food tours.
Apparently this is a castle that the initial French conquerors used, and then it was also used by some of the first presidents of Mexico, and now it's a museum. Curious.
¿Qué pasó, Beto?
¿Usted qué le damos? Maquillaje de princesas, mariposas,
Chapeadas, congeladas, ¿qué le damos? Tenemos helado de limón, de mango, uva, fresa, chicle.
Mangoes.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Buen día. ¿Qué le damos? Un helado, una chamoyada, congelada. ¿Qué le damos? Se va de 10, se va de 10, se va de 10. Binoculares. Binoculares de a 10, binoculares de a 10 pesos.
Oh, look at that. It's ginormous.
So for a short time, they were independent. Then they joined the United States. After joining the United States, we started to have a war, not anymore with Texas directly, now with the United States. So in 1846 to 1848, we had a war with the United States. That made that the Army of the United States came all the way down to Mexico. Relevant cadets. Those are the 6 columns. Among those ones, there is one who supposedly, according to some stories, because there's no like a real fact about it, that he jumped from one of the towers, he grabbed himself into the flag, and jumped to the bottom of the castle. Okay, so those ones are like relevant cadets from those 50, the one that defended the castle of Chapultepec. We lost the war. Yes, we did it because that's when we lost the North Territory of Mexico. Condesa was made a couple of decades later. It was an extension. So at this place, especially Roma, was designed to extend the city of Mexico, to give place, to give homes to people of mostly high class.
that is very different.
Yes.
And I sell many kinds of implants for surgery. He will wait us at 5 p.m. in that place.
Very nice.
Okay.
And they put it like in a bowl with water. And the thing is that they move with the hand, like it was like a spoon. So they move it like this several times until there's a foam in the water. Until the foam is at the top, that's the moment where the drink is done or is ready.
Or you have conversation.
I'm waiting for the GPS. I know that. Wait, I'm not ready.
Watching, you will see all the part of the sidewalk broken, or some buildings and houses that are sinking, are in bad conditions. So that's why. So Mexico City, a long time ago, no times, was Tenochtitlan, the name. And Tenochtitlan, that city that was on the aquifer mantle, was surrounded by a lake, the Texcoco Lake. So they decided to build a city, and that is right to the lake here, to the European style. Okay. So you will find here, I mean here in La Roma, besides the houses are big and ostentatious, most of them have different architectonic styles. So you will find like the crystal window that is there. It's stay like that. And this place is really, really nice. So it has a fine dining restaurant. Blanco Colima is the name. It has also this place was abandoned for some years, like a couple of years ago, like 4 or less, or 5. Very traditional from that place I was telling you, and the original ingredient is rice. Okay, so it's a rice tamale. What's inside?
Emery.
Inside is chicken, red pepper, raisins, and tomato sauce. And his chicken too? It's the same, but without chicken, it's mushroom.
You're like, this is chicken. So this is made with rice. And it's like a sushi. It's like a sushi tamale. So in this area,
You should open a bigger place because we have to wait a lot to have a table. So he was like, okay. And little by little, he managed to get inside this place. So yeah, and he decided to partner with the carriages and cars and and then it changed. Very weird, but it changed to a gymnasium. So we have cactus, in Spanish is nopal. Nopal.
in Telga, oh, I thought it was like peppers.
Well, the green thing chopped pieces is cactus.
Oh,
And the top is the green tomatillo. So this is
Yes,
the
of
name
course.
is aguachile de nopal or cactus aguachile. Aguachile is, I don't know if you have seen that, like that.
So did you say we're having 4 courses here?
Well,
Gracias.
This is just me and his eyes, like the turkey. Thank you.
we're here because it's a very nice place. First of all, the star of this place are the pink tortillas. Okay. Yes. Okay. Have you tried before pink tortillas? No. Of course not, because it's only something of this place. So the original story is that this place was opened by two great friends. Laura is from Venezuela and Guillermo is from Veracruz and state of Mexico. And they were living a vegan lifestyle and for several years. But they were concerned and were worried about all the things that gets into our body day by day, all the industrial things, the animal welfare. Is a tortilla with hibiscus. Why? Because, well, the water for today is hibiscus water. And here you will have a chile serrano sauce. And the other is the same salsa macha at the first place. But I told you that it has small chilies with beets, with sesame, with peanuts. It's the same.
Okay, which one's hotter?
And then what's this?
Hibiscus water.
Hibiscus water.
Hibiscus water with ginger and cinnamon.
I want the dinosaur.
Vamos a hacer una receta de 18 gramos por 285 mililitros de agua. So the recipe for today is going to be 18 grams of coffee per 285 milliliters of water.
Okay. 18 grams per 200 milliliters. 55 milliliters. Okay.
So she's going to pour it from the middle to the entire walls.
Yeah, that's how I do mine. Uh-huh.
Special.
Donde libera los gases, ¿no?
Just goes right under the oranges there.
So we can see it like very creamy.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Very similar to how I did my pour over.
That we were going to stop here on Tuesday. We're gonna stop right over that area. So nobody believes in him anymore and things like those, okay?
Yeah.
So, in Mexico, we've been having problems about
Bank of Mexico. This is for the ballet. And we're heading to the ballet.
going for the outside. that's why the difficulty to get to many of those places, and that's why the idea to put this cable
Oh,
cars.
so there's not many roads up there.
There are schools right here because there's enough population to provide a school for these people only.
School all year long here for kids, or do they have summer off?
Kindergarten. When you scratch it, goes away. This one does it. It's very strong.
So they're very particular, like you have
It's been touched by archaeologists, covered by stucco and decorated.
So
And
this
it was
is
painted.
This is real. This part,
Part of it.
part of it.
This is real. This is not. It's just to protect.
Protect it. Okay.
Oh yeah, this feels more real than that.
And it was painted. Oh wow.
Okay, it's fading away right over there.
Yeah.
But the whole city, every wall was painted and decorated.
Oh, then beautiful.
And of course, well, it was not only painted in color, it was painted with motifs. So there were figures, snails, cactus, snakes, animals. So where we are at this moment, it's a compound where people lived. Okay, right here, it's like a condominium with several houses, one condominium. Okay, so there were several families living together. Some of the paintings on the walls you are going to see right now. Come with me. Also, the people that lived here, they had their own temples, their own shrines at the inside of the places. Okay? Remember that I was telling you that we don't have pyramids because they are flat on top. A pyramid it ends with a peak. Ours are not like that. So the intention was that on top of this place, there was a construction like a house. Okay, they were called Teotihuacan. Teo means God. Cali, house. The house of God. So there were the temples right over there. Where they used to worship what we would call gods nowadays. Jaguars are not from here. They belong to the jungle. What is the jungle in Mexico? Down to the south of the country. Who lived there? The Mayas. Okay. So there were Mayas living here. But there's also, in some places, animals from the sea. Seashells. What is doing here a seashell? Okay. There were people that were living in the coast of Mexico that came here. So nowadays, because of many of the evidences that we have here, archaeologists can tell that this city was a cosmopolitan city. So that means that they were composed by several tribes, at least 16 different tribes living together. So there's something coming out of the mouth of that wild cat, like a snake, something like that. But well, it's a symbol of speaking. Okay, everyone used to speak, but they're symbolizing that these were the ones that used to speak to the people. These were the preachers. These were the leaders. You're so far away from the sea. Okay, there were people that used to know the seashells because they were coming from the sea area of Mexico. Okay? So that's when we start to understand that there were people here from different parts. Tongue coming outside because it's a serpent. It's a feather serpent.
That's the feathered serpent.
Later, after this civilization, will start to be called Quetzalcoatl. Okay?
So we see now it's like reddish. What do you think the colors used to be?
Well, the main color was reddish, but they had years. It was not touched by the sun. So that's why it was not disintegrated totally.
So when they built the temple, you could go, it would be...
No. When they built the temple, remember, let's say that this place was made around 180. Okay, after 180, after 60 years, they made another temple on top of it. They covered it with a new one outside. No points. But there's a fifth one in the middle. That's a force that concentrates everything, that keeps everything together. Because we always say earth, wind, fire, and water, or north, south, east, and west. but there's something in the middle that keeps everything together, keeps everything in balance. So that's a true flower. Okay? There we got blue color, yellow color, red color. This is original. That's original.
So this is the first, before the feathers.
Yeah, once again, seashells, but they're mixed with feathers. So that was part of their mythology. And look at in this picture, yes, this is how he's rich. Very important to wash our body. Right over there, it was like a bathtub. That one was not broken. That was broke by the archaeologists to investigate the sewer system, but it was completely like a bathtub. So the intention was, the stones were put on the fire till red hot. Then put them inside with herbs around, and then you pour water. What happens? It was a closed room, steam bath.
Okay.
That is steam bath, huh? So it was a ceremonial bath called Temazcali. Careful, careful. About 500 years later, another civilization found the place. But remember, they found it without people. There was no one to tell them what was this place about.
It's amazing that they still found this, like,
It's still visible.
yeah.
Still visible, but it was not in the good conditions, no? So they said, oh my God, what is that? That's where the god of the moon is buried. That's what they thought. Oh, the god is buried. So this is a place where they had a constant
Emery, you too.
I don't want to climb that.
Let's go. You go in front of me. You're good. Keep going, Emery. Watch every step. Good job.
No, because they wouldn't want to get scared.
stars. Everything has to be so precise that you cannot keep it always one in your mind. We don't know. We don't know if they took them, they hid them, they were destroyed. No one has discovered nothing. So these people that were different tribes, they spoke different languages. So how they communicate each other. So there was one common language, 68 and more than 380 dialects.
Do people still speak Mayan?
Yes, they do.
Aztec?
Aztec, it's Nahuatl. There's about 1.5 million people still speaking Nahuatl.
So how do they think they can
They're smiling at you. I thought you were resting.
I am resting him.
No, you're taking photos.
Ready, Emery?
Yeah, no outsiders.
So the government was not happy about that situation. Sorry, the government, the church was not happy about the situation. Get close to me. So he listened to the voice. He was like, who's calling me? No? He was like, who's that voice? It was a woman. So he kept on walking. Juan Diego, get close to me. He started to look, who's calling me? And then he saw a lady. She introduced herself to him as the mother of Christ, as Mary. So she said, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to go to the priest, to the main church, and tell him about me, that I want a special place here. I want a special shrine here. She said, me? Why me? I'm just a regular guy. Nobody's going to believe me. They're gonna think that I'm lying. She said, well, I want you and I need you to go and tell the priest. So he obeyed. He went to the priest. Once he was right over there, he asked for an interview with the priest. He was not allowed to see him because he was just an indigenous. So he was received by another priest right over there. Said, okay, what do you want? I want you please to tell the priest that the mother of Christ, who? The mother of Christ, she told me to come with you. You were probably sleeping right over there. You were dreaming. You were hallucinating. Go back home. So he came back again. He said, you see, they didn't believe me. They're not gonna believe me. And she said, no, I want you, especially you, to go once again and convince the priest. Next day, he went right over there. Once again, the priest said, what is this guy? He's saying that he's seen the Virgin Mary. Okay, let me go and see, talk with him. Okay, what do you want? Mother Mary told me to come with you. And she's asking for a place in that area. She's asking for a shrine. She's asking for a little temple in that place. Okay, you want me to believe you? Bring me something, any proof. And then we'll see. He came once again. He had an interview with the Virgin, and he said, the priest needs a proof. Can you give it to me? Of course I can. Come back tomorrow morning. Go up the hill. Right over there you will find some roses. those roses, cut them, take them to the priest. That will be my sign. Okay? Unfortunately, the next day, he couldn't come back. 11th of December. His uncle was getting really sick, so he stayed there to take care of his uncle. The next day, he left home early on the 12th of December because his uncle was dying. So he needed a doctor, he needed a priest, he needed medicines, so he was running to look for something. Coming here, he said, if I keep walking in this area, Mother Mary's gonna find me. No, I'm in a hurry in this moment. So he tried to dismiss the road. And then, of course, the Virgin, hey, Diego, where are you going? I was waiting for you here yesterday, you didn't come. Mother, sorry, in this moment, I'm in a hurry. My uncle is dying. So I have to go and look for medicines. And she answered with some words, something like this. Am I not here that I'm your mother? Am I not here to help you? So don't worry about your uncle. Your uncle, I'm gonna take care of him. Just go and pick up the roses. So this man, these people used to carry some kind of a shroud to carry things. That was very typical in that time. That's weaved with the fibers of the agave. So he went up the hill, he found the roses, he cut the roses and wrapped them. Okay? So he went to the priest. Meanwhile, the Virgin of Guadalupe appeared to the uncle, healed him, and asked him to help Juan Diego to build the first president. So Juan Diego, on the way to the center of the city, to the interview with the priest, he was right over there, and he said, well, here I am, back again with a proof from the Virgin to you. She wants you to see it. He dropped off roses to the floor. But the coat, the shroud was, let's say that it was painted, however you want to say it, with the image of the Virgin Mary. So immediately they believed him, and they saw that it was a special sign, a divine sign. So since that moment, since the 12th of December of 1531, people celebrate here the Day of the Virgin.
So up there, that's the exact.
That's the place where they found the roses. That's why in 1950, that chapel was made. So it's the Chapel of Roses. So the first chapel was made around here. It was a small chapel. The one that was substituted by a newer one later. In 1792.
Que hoy abre sus brazos a todos ustedes, aquellos que vienen de algún lugar de esta ciudad, de algún lugar del país o de otros países, que vienen aquí a darle gracias a Dios por todos los dones, por todos los beneficios que han recibido en su belleza.
Inside the flower set, there was dynamite. One made explosion. When the explosion happened, there was this crucifix in front of it. So that's the one that had the impact of it. And the shroud didn't have any scratch. That's there we have the picture. That's a testimony. Right over here. So he went to the priest. What happened with the priest? Remember the symbols? Virgin, I went to him and he didn't believe me. I went to make you commandment, but I was taken not for true. I was taken not for true. So my little child expressed that you have to go back and help me to make it immediate. So this is first, second, third, fourth mission. The fifth one, the uncle. And this is shroud. behind that frame, behind that glass, is the cloth. So it's been analyzed. What's the most important, the most amazing thing is that this fiber can last longer than 50 years. So it's been almost 500 years. So it's right up there. Someone already tried to put a bomb. Someone also threw acid to it. Nothing happened to it. It was analyzed. Well, people always haters, because the eyes are so well done that if you would look with a lamp from the eye, you will see people reflected on the eyes of the Virgin. And they have found many other things in the clothes of the Virgin, in the face of the Virgin, many things they have found.
Oye, mi gente, mira, dale.
Sabrosito, mantente cerca de mí, pura bellaca, vibra chuki. Hey, cúrame esta noche, no te vayas lejos de aquí. Juca de piña no se tose, mi cultura ya la perdí. Vete cerquita, pegado, tú me tienes enchulado. Quiero entregarme a ti cuando te tengo al lado, ponte pegadita.
Ice cream car. What flavor is it?
What does it like taste like?
I don't know what my ice cream
The texture is interesting. Mom, you want to try some?
No te vayas lejos de aquí, juca de piña no se tose, mi cultura ya la perdí.
First one was put here in 1902. It was meant to be finished by 1910, and it has a very special cementation. Okay? When this monument was made, the altitude of Mexico City was not the same like right now. If you pay attention, the last steps, what color are?
Yeah, different colors. They're like orange, and the other ones are
Like gray?
Yeah,
No?
yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
All these orange or sand color, all these ones are new steps that they've been adding since 1910.
Because the city's been sinking.
So the city keeps sinking, but the monument not, because it has a deep cementation that remains the monument on the same level. Okay, it's about 36 meters high, and on top there is a lady. Everyone, it's covered of gold. It's not solid gold. Remember that yesterday we said the gold leaf? Okay, it's covered with a little very thin paper of gold. So that's what it is, okay? So that lady, she's with a crown in one hand and chains on the other side. So that means that she's breaking the chains. She's giving liberty to the people, and she's crowning our country. She's giving the victory. She's a liberal priest at that time. So the other one, now it's called the Avenue of Reforma. What is Reforma? Reform, changes. We got the laws of reform in 1857, the ones that separate church from state. The thing that caused the invasion of the French to Mexico, okay? So that's why it's the name of Paseo de la Reforma. Over here we have what is part of the financial district of Mexico City.
Oh, okay.
In 1974, to give more protection to this identity of this tradition like that, they decided to start to wear a uniform. So people think that they're like, I don't know, like the police department or Salvation Army. No. It's an army that they decided to use since they made that union in 1974. From here to there, from here to here, it belongs to the next state.
Okay.
So just imagine how big it was, the lake.
So part of that lake, okay, the lake's not here anymore, but part of the lake isn't even Mexico City. It's part of a different state.
Buenos días. So, the famous legend of the eagle standing on the cactus, it was seen right over there in the middle Okay.
And was the little islands or not on?
And a little island, but very little island.
Yeah.
So it was only a place for the eagle and that. So what that people did, if they found a divine sign in the middle of the lake, they needed to create a city. So it was a completely artificial city. So the whole city was made by men. You want to see how it looked? Come with me.
It's so steep.
This one, it's underneath of that cathedral, the God of the Sun pyramid. That one in the back, that is the Templo Mayor, the main temple. Let's go this way. September 15, when we start the celebration of independence. What's your birthday? Well, here it's a special day. The bell is the original one that was in a church. Remember the man who started the independence? He was a priest. Okay? So he went down to the church, told the bell to call up the people to start the independence. So symbolically, that's the elevator.
And that's the elevator.
Okay, so let me give you a little story about this place. This, before it was like this, it used to be a huge house of a very rich man. As close you live to the plaza, you're closer to the king, because that building symbolized the king. So it was more expensive. So this man was really rich. By the end of the 19th century, 1800s, this place became the first shopping mall of Mexico. Almost 24 hours a day. So it's almost fresh here. The money of the country. Let's say it like that. On the island. She wanted to greet, so she made herself a nun, and she did some interesting poetry. This one here is the Arc of Triumph, when we got the independence. These are the men who made the independence, Hidalgo and Morelos. Both of them, they were priests. This is who has been considered one of the best presidents of Mexico, Benito Juarez. He was the first indigena to become a president of Mexico. And then we got another president who started the Mexican Civil War, the Mexican Revolution, Francisco y Madero, and some other people who joined them, the brothers Cerdán.
Okay.
And a 50 pesos note.
The Axolotl.
What is the back?
No. They didn't take it out. They didn't realize there was
Stacked.
Yeah.
It was, that's inflation.
Look at those beautiful ones.
So this
Metal
is
ones.
interesting.
Sort of like metal ones. So this is like the evolution of the notes. that's what we got nowadays. So these are the current ones. 50,000. The one of the Axolotl, when it came out, nobody wanted to expect. Real gold. It's very soft. Real gold.
Why is it really soft?
It's the type of metal.
Because
It's pure, like it's the impurities, I think that make
because
it
that
harder.
metal is not very strong. It gets stronger because when it's mixed with some other minerals like copper.
Yeah. Outstanding.
That's for the water. So that way, the water will not cause damage to the clones. Yes. So this is a typical way of construction here. How?
It's like a basket.
Those were those were the kind of hats they used to wear inside of the mines, just in case that some stone will fall. The place where you have the ballet.
How old is the bank?
That's not
That
the
looks
building.
old. Yeah, the
1930s.
1930s, okay.
Inside.
Here, it's a huge umbrella. Okay, do you remember yesterday? What was the most important element?
Water.
No water, no life. Looking for food, looking for a place where to stay. So finally they discovered how to make their own food, how to cultivate. So if you cultivate something, you have to wait for the harvest. What to do in those moments? What to do during that time? Oh well, you go hunting, you go and get some cotton to make textiles, you go and get some fruit, you build, so they start to organize their people. So that's what we would call a community or a society.
That is the second one.
So we went through all that way. We saw the whole place. Called something related to water. They would go to the Tlalocan. So there's people. With soil, grass. So those are the ones that are not being excavated.
Oh, so those are the ones.
But there's much more from that. A lot of them.
Probably not.
Excavating? Or
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
They're like 4 or 5. They're two Japanese. There's okay, so well, these people, unfortunately, there was a time. Probably they didn't get each other. They didn't get along, and they have to separate. And they,
Well, wait, they are in Arizona. I think there's some in Arizona.
in Arizona and New Mexico, there are places where they have found some structures, but not as big as ours. Because in the United States, people could not get established in one place for long. You have seasons of winter, which the winter is very strong, and you have seasons of hot time. So many times these people were moving from place to place because of the weather. So they could never establish in one place in the state that long. That's why you don't have big civilizations over there. when the conquerors of the United States, when the English got to the United States, and the English and the French, there were Apaches, there were Sioux, there were indigenous, there were always nomads, because they were hunting their food, they were looking for places where there was no snow and things like those. Okay, some of those tribes moved from the north to this area, and also our country was not all populated because there's places where there's a big desert. So in those places, there was not much developed. Our civilizations got established from the middle of Mexico to the south. So those are the places where there was plentiness. The ground was very fertile. So there's a lot of places where to cultivate for fruits, for vegetables, for everything, but not in the desert. So that's why half of Mexico was mostly populated, or next to the sea, and not the United States. That's why you don't have those big civilizations.
So for certain, no chance of finding a country.
No, probably.
No, not so much. No. So when these are civilizations that were later, once again, look at them.
That's why we had obsidian in that table.
Yeah, could be. But it's also related to water. Always. The inside, the ceiling was held by huge columns. And those columns are those ones here. Are known as
That thing is the head of that one. The head is the
yes,
same head as that
exactly.
Wait, a day in the life of a caveman, a queen, and everything in between.
Okay.
So one of
Yeah.
that piece.
It's made of rubber. Okay? So it was heavy, from 4 to 5 kilos. Okay? You didn't carry it, but you used to hit it with the knees, hips, knees, and elbows.
That sounds terrible.
So
Imagine if
they say
they
that
probably
the-
had like a bunch of broken hips after.
they said at the end of the game they had lots of bruises. So they would have like a lot of blood inside of the those bruises. Okay? But well, what was the worry? They were going to be sacked. Remember, once they got here, they were not longer called Aztecs, they were called Mexicas. First mistake. And it's not a calendar. So the stone was not placed like this in the temple, next to the temples. It was placed like this. So what is it for?
The sun is here.
Okay. Yeah. So what is it for?
So it can tell you what time it is.
No.
The clock.
It was a calendar, but not exactly to say, when it's my birthday. So when is gonna be the day of no? When it's gonna happen, or when are gonna happen? The human sacrifices. Oh. When are we gonna make a human sacrifices on top of this stone? 2 gladiators used to get on top of the place and fight each other. So one of them would kill the opponent and would offer the blood to the sun god, which is in the middle. So it's a Temalacatl. Temalacatl is a stone for sacrifices. Okay? So all of our coins, they got a part. Here we go. They have a part of the famous calendar. It's called the Stone of the Sun, not as the calendar, the Stone of the Sun. So all our coins, they have a little part, they have one of the rings, of the several rings that it's got. Come with me. Okay, so you used to get fur, they used to get copper. Copper is one of the metals that our people would use because it's not so strong to work with it. Stones, for what?
Blood.
Blood. The most important thing are the paintings inside. So we got right up there some paintings about a war they had. So in the first room is the council before the war. The second one during the war.
like a piece, so you can try it. You can have those things as your dinner. You can do the tostada and the choco if you want to do that.
Yes.
Does that sound good? You can just try it.
And then we'll get some sides.
You have a good day today, Farrah?
I want you to breathe fire, Emery. Where these are like olives. I'm doing more hot sauce. Breathe fire. Breathe fire. It's not even spicy. There's only like a hint of spice.
Farrah, how was your meal, sweetie? What did you have?
And I really like the broccoli.
Very good.
I like the fish that
Sea bass.
I like the beans that we use in a mug, you know. It's really good. It kind of tastes like onions.
Very good.
And what was it like I like the potatoes. And what was the Cheetos?
Okay. Very good.